Good morning, everybody.
Good
Happy
morning.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Welcome to the last Coffee with Jen and Sharon of 2020. Who's going to be sorry to see this year go? Not me.
Not me.
Oh, I'm ready to kick it out the door.
Who's got two thumbs and isn't sorry to see this year go?
Yeah, really.
This gal.
I saw this thing that there's an Irish tradition that on New Year's Eve, you open your door to let out the old year and let in the new year, maybe the window. I think I'm opening every door and window in my house just to be, I want to make sure it's really out, you know?
It's really good for air circulation too, to reduce COVID.
Exactly. It has multiple purposes. So. Anyway, our coffee this morning is super serious. We're having a contest. It's a throwdown between Sharon and me. We're having a little ugly sweater contest because we started off by talking about what weird holiday traditions people have, whatever's strange and unusual. Oh, Rachel, hi. She says, and I'm going to sage. Yes, definitely. Get the sage out. Do a sage burning. I'm all about that.
Get rid of all the bad stuff.
Exactly. Get that out of here. Get that weak sauce out of here. So anyway, ugly sweater contest. When did that become a thing, Sharon? Do you have an idea?
Well, they definitely weren't a thing when we were kids.
No.
I'm thinking like the last 10 to 15 years, right?
We had ugly sweaters. We just didn't know that they were ugly and that we shouldn't be wearing them. We just had.
Well, the thing is, if you're under age 10, you think they're beautiful anyway.
Or over age 79.
They also could be known as teacher sweaters, because what else would the first grade teacher wear all December than those? And the kids would be delighted.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's the right audience for those. So I just want to lay the groundwork here. I am at a disadvantage in this competition. I'm a newcomer.
She's already making excuses.
I just want it out there. Sharon's Street does this kick-ass holiday tradition every year. They have an ugly sweater contest. I have seen some of the entrants, and it's something else.
I'm not one of the winners of that contest, so don't fear them.
Oh, now who's laying the groundwork?
Yeah, I am. Well, low expectations are a good thing. We're all trying to.
In parenting and in life, always low expectations are better. So I'm ready to reveal if you are, Sharon.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness! It has what do you call it from the Office Space movie? You have flair on
I have flair.
Wait, I'm not done.
Hold on.
I'm not done.
You're not done? I'm not done. Okay. Oh no, I lost some of my flair. I'm gonna get points deducted.
Okay. I'm all lit up. I'm not done.
Okay. All right. I'm not done either. Oh, you
wait. I'm not done. I'm almost done. I have to stand up for this one.
Okay, I'm ready. Wait, it's a whole outfit? That's cheating. We did not. We did not have my leggings.
All right, I'll come back so you can only see my sweater. I'm not anymore.
Those are some pretty sexy leggings you got on. I don't know.
They feel very plasticky.
They look like they would repel stains. Like, I think it'd be safe to eat something messy while you have those on, and they just wipe right off.
Let's try.
I want to talk about my sweater for a minute, because my sweater.
Wait, I need to share this because it's about me. Nice leggings. Thank you, Rachel. I'm going to take that as a vote for me.
Lori's on here too. She likes my hat. So.
Well, we're not going to show that because we'll show that. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori. We thought we were going to miss you today.
We're so glad to have you all here.
Okay, so I want to talk about my sweater for just a minute, because my sweater has a theme, and the theme is the rejected ornaments that did not make it on our tree this year. Okay? So I just want to be clear that I'm not the one who rejected them. I would have been happy to put most, if not all, of these ornaments on our tree, but our kids decided this was the year some of these ornaments did. Okay, this one, I love this. This is the ornament that says, I could have done better, but I just didn't feel like it. Right.
Wait, some of these have the air of being made by children.
They mostly are. Yes, these are mostly made by children, and maybe they were mine. Some of them might have been other people's kids. I don't know, but they're not all bad. Oh, I also want to point out that my Christmas sweater is wearing a Christmas sweater.
And I mean, I think that's kind of cute.
It is cute. This is actually functional. This is a wine bottle warmer. You like if you give this to somebody as a gift, you put this on the wine bottle, and this goes on the cap of the wine bottle.
All right. So if anyone gets a Christmas bottle of wine dressed in that, you'll know that Jen is regifting or reusing it.
You remember these? These I gotta go this way. These were those fun things you do where you have to use an iron to melt all the little pieces.
I remember those. I still have daughters.
Iron.
I still have daughters who still have those.
Yeah, absolutely.
I went to decorate the mantle for Christmas, and there were a couple of those I think they're called perler beads. There were a couple of those still loose, because before they get ironed, they litter everywhere.
Oh yeah, and then
those little tiny beads. And I took them off the mantle. I think they'd been there for 6 months. I said, I can toss this, right?
I know somebody's gonna want it. Okay, but I'm not done.
Oh, wait,
But wait, there's more. I told you my sweater is interactive, and this is my favorite one. This is Santa's rear end.
Now that's crass. I think
it's totally crass
for that. Don't we have like any sort of quality filter on this?
No. And this is him putting his presents under your tree, but
you're gonna have to interpret that for us.
I think Santa had beans for dinner. I don't know why nobody wanted to put that on the Christmas tree this year. I don't get it.
Jen, you know what you should do? You should save all these things and then randomly put them in your kids' stockings when they've forgotten about them.
I love that idea.
I'm not get rid of these things.
Just making sure you can see the whole enchilada here.
No, we can.
All right, good.
Are any of those made by you? Do you have any childhood ornaments?
Yeah, I think some of these might be from mine. My mom was the queen of keeping the kids busy. You know how you get out of school and sometimes there's still a week before Christmas happens and you're driving your mom batshit crazy.
And you know what? She has a lot to do.
She's got a lot to do. She's still do the wrapping and the shopping. And hi Trish. That's my bestie from college. Trish, this ornament was from my buddy Nancy, who I sing with in Nightingale.
And now I wonder what Nancy thinks of all this.
Nancy loves it. Nancy is about this. She's the one who gave me the ornament. So
I know Nancy would probably be happy to have all this fame here today.
Yeah, I hope I'm gonna have to tag her later so she can see that she's famous. So
tell us about what your mom kept you busy with.
She would keep us busy with these goofy craft things. Like, do you remember when pantyhose used to come in an egg?
Oh yeah,
Legs was the name of the pantyhose.
Legs.
She would save those all year round, and then she would give them to us. And you took glitter and glue, and you decorated them with a ribbon, and then we would hang them on the kids' Christmas tree. We had a kids' Christmas tree upstairs.
This was like if Legs had a Pinterest board in 1979, that would be what was on it.
Barbara Gray was way ahead of the curve on this. She also, and also we did gum wrapper chains. Did you ever do those?
Gum wrapper chains?
Oh yeah, that was a big thing.
Tell me how this is done.
You save all the gum wrappers and you would weave them together. There's a certain way you have to fold them and weave them.
Like the ones for the double knit?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Or Big Red or whatever. Maybe alternate the double mint and the Big Red to get your Christmas colors. We would have miles of those. Am I the only one who did this? Come on, somebody out there did gum wrapper chains.
I'll tell you what I was just telling my kids about yesterday was countdown chains. Did you ever do construction paper?
Yes.
And cut the red and green into strips, and you could make 24. It was just like an advent calendar, and then every day you'd rip off a chain, get closer, a loop, and get closer and closer to Christmas.
That's really interesting. We did the chains, but it wasn't a countdown. It was just a chain. It was just, yeah. Oh, good. Trish says we did. I think she means she did the gum wrapper chains.
Oh, and Rachel is correct about Barbara Gray. She came.
She did. Trish and I are kind of like how you and I have a similarity with the way we were raised. Her parents are similar in their style of parenting, and she's the youngest of 4, so she's not quite as oppressed as we are. No, but she gets it. So I think, she gets it.
She did the gum chains.
She did the gum chains. So So this was our way of introducing the topic of what unusual ways your family might have celebrated Christmas. And I just want to mention that on last week's episode, we discovered something that shocked me, but I had a little bit of a misunderstanding. So I want to clarify. Sharon told me that Santa didn't wrap presents in her house and that they would come down in the morning and they were just all stacked up under their stockings. I took that to mean that none of their presents from the parents were wrapped. Since then, she has disabused me of that notion, and she said the parents did wrap. But we heard from a lot of you that Santa does not wrap presents, so that kind of blew me away. Santa wrapped all our presents.
Well, you were kind of schooled on that, and I didn't know either because we are actually a blended family. So I came from a Santa doesn't wrap family, and my husband came from a Santa wrap family. And in this case, he won the day, and we do wrap, much to my chagrin, on Christmas Eve, because you can't stop that now.
No. Whatever you do, you have to keep doing, and that is the genius behind the people who realized early on that Santa shouldn't wrap the presents. My hat is off to you.
Here's what shocked me, though. We asked this question around on social media. Mm-hmm. And one person said, Santa wraps the stockings.
Oh, yeah.
Not this whole stocking, the individual.
No, but the individual. Yes, ours were.
No.
But, okay, the difference was that they were in tissue paper, not in paper. But with tape and everything, they were wrapped. And I understand it now. This was another way that Barbara Gray, a.k.a. Santa the elf, kept us busy. It took us hours to unwrap the chapstick. I mean, it was wrapped in there so tight. A lot of tape. I mean, that was the method to her madness, was to keep us busy.
Well, and that's exactly, I think, what our contributor was saying, that it gives them time to get coffee because it takes the kids a while to unwrap their stockings.
Yeah. Well, I think I told you about how we had to be tortured to wait for my dad to shower in the morning before we could go down to open our gifts. I mean, that was like, really? Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I can't imagine. Like, if you're a parent who needs to have your coffee, you need to have something for the kids to do while you're getting the coffee together. So I endorse that idea of, and I carried it on in my house of wrapping the little things that go in the stocking.
I had Beth had a fun one for us. She said Santa didn't come to their house for both reasons, both religious and quirky.
Okay.
But the gifts were made by the gnomes in the attic.
Okay, that would scare the pants off of me as a kid. I already thought there were things living in my attic.
Well, if it's all what you grow up with, right? Because Isn't the idea of the stranger coming down your chimney, intruder coming into your house and bringing you gifts, weird enough? Yeah,
that is weird. I never really thought. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's whatever the little mythology you grow up with is normalized. So you're right. Although there are plenty of kids who have terrible Christmas memories of being made to sit on Santa's lap at the mall, and they were like, and you're like, I mean, of course it's stranger danger. We tell them you don't do this, and then but we're going to go see this guy with a big white beard who you've never met. Of course they're going to cry. My kids, we had to cross the street because somebody had a fake Santa blow up or something. Not even a blow up. It was just like a statue. And they were little walking around the street. She'd be like, oh, let's go to that side. Okay, yeah. Staying away from that weird thing, whatever that is.
That reminds me of the
present, but I don't need to be near him.
We went to visit great grandma's house, my husband's grandma, for years, and she would give us her bedroom, which she insisted on. And she had all these China dolls, those really
creepy. Dolls. I cannot sleep in a room with dolls. No, can't do it.
I think our oldest was about 2. And he was being tucked into bed, and he looked around and pointed, and he said, those have to go. And we're like, okay, yeah, we hear you. They're going. All right.
I don't blame them one bit. So we talked about what shocked me about your traditions, but we didn't really talk about what weird things my family did, and that seems unfair. So I'll share a little bit about that. I have one from my family of origin and one from my now family that is probably a little odd. So growing up, in our family, the weird tradition we have is around a food item. So somebody way back in my family history was a baker of German origin. And at Christmas time, we make something called Bauerjungen, which is German for, I think, like farm boy or young farm boy. Basically, it's a yeast bread that you have to let it rise and punch it down and then shape it. And you shape it on, it's big. It's like, it takes up the whole size of your cookie tray. And you shape it like a gingerbread man.
Oh.
And then you frost it and decorate it and put raisins on it. And this to me seemed like a normal thing to do. And then I found out other people don't do this. And the reason I realized it was a little odd is we took one of these to my in-laws one year for Christmas when we celebrated with them. And it tastes really good, but it looks kind of like one of these ornaments. It's like, I don't know about this. So we show it to them. They're like, thank you. That's interesting. But we love it in my family. So that is like our family.
That sounds fun. I've never heard of that. And I come from a German cooking household on one side.
So now you know. And then the odd thing that we do, this really has nothing to do with our kids. They don't participate so much. But every year around Christmas, my husband and I watch the Godfather movies. I don't know why. We just do. That's like our Christmas tradition.
You know, I wonder if it's a long movie thing, because I had on my list Sound of Music. It always used to come on between Christmas and New Year's, and it's a 3-hour movie.
Right.
And I'm thinking that is not a Christmas movie, but maybe by virtue of length, it is, because that's the only time you have time to sit around and watch it.
That could be. But well, I was going to say nobody gets murdered in the Sound of Music, but there are Nazis. So I guess, it's they both have things about them that might seem less Christmassy to be.
Yes, it's true.
To be watched at that time of year, but I don't know why. Somehow that just became our thing. But then there are people who like Die Hard as a Christmas movie, and people.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
We have good friends who like to watch The Ref every Christmas.
Oh,
I've never seen that either.
No.
I don't know.
I think there's probably a whole subgenre of inappropriate Christmas movies. And I actually think there's a reason for that. I think by the time you're done with Christmas, you're kind of sick of it. And you need the antidote to all the sweetness and light and fun. And Christmas, we like build it up way out of proportion, and nobody's going to have the best Christmas ever every year. So I think it's kind of nice to sometimes have the antidote available to say, yes.
A little release valve.
Exactly.
That's fun.
So that's my theory. So anyway, we'd love to hear what other strange ways people are celebrating the holidays. Did you get any others on your
did.
list?
Well, Allison, who lives near Disney World, goes to Disney World every Christmas Eve for dinner.
That's awesome. I bet it's not so crowded then, maybe.
Well, I'm sure you have to get reservations, but that's part of their holiday. So that's kind of cool. Totally not something we could or have ever done.
No.
And one more thing that I just remembered, I don't know how I forgot this. For like 10 years when we were young adults, my parents and I all did a Yankee Swap.
Oh, those are fun.
That is you couldn't buy anything, and there was no minimum or maximum amount of gifts. It was basically crap around your house.
That's the way it should be. You should not be buying anything for your Yankee Swap or your.
No, we did not. And there was a can of pig brains that went around for years. It was like, who has the pig brains?
Okay, is this from your brother the vet?
No. It was a food item. It was from
no way. Somebody eats this?
Nobody ever ate it in our house. I can't remember who contributed
it. Gross.
You got to use the whole animal, Jen. No, nobody ever ate it, and I don't remember who contributed it, but it was just it was silly because it was just whatever you got was fun, and we had to stop eventually because nobody wanted the stuff. We're like, okay, nobody wants more stuff in their house.
Okay,
so.
I've got a twist on that. That a friend of mine I used to work with, her family did the same thing. It was always a big family. They would get together at like her Aunt Mary's house, and her elderly Aunt Mary and whoever. I think the trick was at the end of the evening, they would hide all of the stuff that they'd gotten in Aunt Mary's house, like in her cupboards and her bureau drawers. That was how they left. So they would leave every year without all the crap that they had exchanged. And poor Aunt Mary would have to go around throughout the rest of the year and like open a random cupboard and be like, oh no, there's the pig brains.
Oh yeah, white elephant. I think Yankee Swap is the New England name for it. Trish.
I think there might be a slight difference. I think with a white elephant, with one of them you can steal, and maybe the other one you're not supposed
that
to.
might be the Yankee Swap. Yeah. That's how I learned it, actually. I think we did do that.
Yeah.
But
so, well, we want to hear all about how you're celebrating the holidays this year, because 2020 is the year to do something different. If you're going to have some weird tradition, this would be the year to start it.
That's true.
So,
all right. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Happy holidays, and we'll see you back here in January.
Yay.
All right.
Bye, everybody.